Hello everybody, my name is Iban Ethos and welcome to Warframe Basics. Today we're going to be looking at the Foundry quick and also at the Void Relic segment, which you pick up after you clear the Mars Junction. So the Foundry is the lifeblood, it's the heart of all of Warframe, so it's something you should try to learn how to understand at least a little bit. So the search bar is going to be your best friend, but only when you're on the All tab, unless you know specifically what you're looking for in each one of these separate tabs. So, for example, in progress is only the things you have in progress. Ready to build is everything you can build with the materials that you currently have. Warframes are warframes, primers are primary, secondaries, so on and so forth, all the way down the line. Miscellaneous being random things, and then keys being other important stuff to look at. So you can also sort them by their name or by their state, which is whether they're reusable or not reusable, or by their type. So it's kind of those three distinctions are kind of not necessary, but definitely the search bar and these tabs on top are very, very useful. And if for some reason you need to know how much ferrite you have or alloy plating, and you don't want to look at the different things, components will tell you the total amounts of everything you have. I used to have a lot of alloy plate. Now I have a lot less. So here you go with all of these different things you can see. Very easy, very simple. Now, beyond that, for people who are in the more advanced levels of the game, who have fought Eidolons, or magically managed to get an Eidolon kill when they were out in the plains, this is where you see your arcanes that you have, as well as how you fuse them together to create enhanced versions of arcanes. Now, we'll go to the star map for a minute, and we're going to show people how to acquire each and every one of the different resources that are possible on planets. So if you scroll over the little extractor icon, which is down here on the bottom right, and get right above zoom out, you will see the 4 different kinds of resources that drop from every planet. Now this one is, for instance, polymer, plastid, scallium, and detonite. But if I go to Mercury, metamorphic, ferrite, polymer, and detonite ampule. So each planet in each area has its own separate resources that drop from them. It's important to remember. Now there are 3 star map resources that don't pop up, except for well, they don't pop up from these, but they do exist, and that's Tellurium. Tellurium is a red resource used for doing Arcwing. They pop up on Neptune and Uranus respectively. You have Kuva, which comes around anywhere where the Kuva fortress is. So in the case of Uranus, it doesn't have it yet, so it must be on Venus. So on Venus, we have these Kuva siphon missions now. That's where you get Kuva. Usually it's on the planet it passed as well as the planet it's currently passing, but that might change. The other resource is Oxium. Oxium has become fairly valuable as a resource to many, many players. And Oxium can be found on any planet with Corpus enemies. Now, I will specify this, it's a Corpus faction missions, not just Corpus enemies that pop up in the mission, because that can happen from, exterminates or crossfire and things like that, but it's only from faction missions that are specific to the Corpus. Because only in those missions will Oxium Osprey spawn that you have to destroy before they self-destruct in order to get the Oxium from them. So, something to remember for Oxium. Now we'll quickly go look at the Void Relic segment, which, once again, you pick that up by completing the Mars Junction. So Void Relics come in 4 different flavors: Lith, Meso, Neo, and Axii. Now what those are a level of difficulty. And once again, you can search through this too as well if you need to, or sort by refinement or owned. But these 4 are levels of difficulty. So these are like Earth level difficulty. These are more closer to resembling to Mars, where Neo is more represented to Ceres, and Axii is more to the Void. So this is like level 5, level 10-ish, level 15-ish, level 20, 30. That's a very vague explanation. Most of the Axii missions pop up in the Void, up like level 30 and level 40 enemies, so they're very, very challenging. Now, all the relics have this system. You click on one and it will show you the possible rewards: 3 common, 2 uncommon, 1 rare. And those values, you'll see the little bars over the side, they change based on the refinement of the relic in question. Now, that doesn't guarantee that you're going to get a silver or you're not going to get a gold or an uncommon mod. Wow, I'm messing this up. Getting an uncommon or a rare part just by having it radiant. It just gives you a better chance. You still have a higher chance to get the 3 common ones than you do having it in the rare. And the 3 uncommon ones look like they have about the same, but I've seen more commons drop from Radiant Relics than uncommons, by far still. So picking up a different relic, you use them in Void Fissure missions, which I'm about to show you. And you refine them, I should probably point this out, you refine them by using Void Traces, which you'll pick up in these different missions. So all the different missions you can unlock Void Relics in are right here in the star map. You left click on that, and it opens Void Fissures. Void Fissures can be any mission, endless missions like defenses and excavations and survivals, or simple one-time missions like capture, exterminates, etc. Now, when you click on one, it'll bring you to it like any other normal mission, but it will also bring you up to your relic segment. And you can click on one, and it will say, are you sure you want to equip this for the mission? It will be consumed if you seal the Void Fissure and extract. What that means is if you use it, is if you open up the Void Relic, you get a reward, and you don't get the relic gets destroyed. But if you don't open the relic, it doesn't get consumed. So if you go into a mission, and you're running around, and you're like, oh, I only got 3 reactant, well, you're still going to keep that relic as long as you don't open it. Reactant shows up on the screen as these little like dual flame symbols, and a lot of people don't know what they are when they first see them. Like, what is that? Well, you go and pick them up, and after you pick up 10 of them, they stop showing up for you, and your relic gets unlocked. And then when you finish the mission, whether it's a capture, so after you get to extraction, you'll get to see all your different rewards, you get to choose one, or if you're at an endless mission like defense or excavation, they'll show up each time a certain set of waves or resources get extracted. And it'll say, okay, you have 5 seconds, everything's going to slow down. Okay, here's your different options. Do you want to do another relic? If you don't want to do another relic, then you can go. And you still get all those rewards as long as you extract successfully and don't fail the mission. So that is the Foundry and how to find resources, as well as the Void segment in a nutshell. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this. If you have, please like, subscribe, and comment. If you didn't, please dislike and tell me why in the comments. I'd like to know where I can improve. And until next time, everybody, thank you so much for watching.